All right, big breaking news coming in. There's a claim by the ICMR NICED Eastern Region Director, official telling India today that the Mamata government is not sending enough samples to Central Testing Laboratory in Bengal. The official has now also said that Bengal also has so far tested only 2,523 samples. Bengal, remember, as of now, has one of the lowest testing rates in India. Therefore, the number of tidal COVID-19 positive cases are also less in the state of Bengal. So, with this breaking news, India Today spoke exclusively with the Director of National Institute of Cholera and Enteric Sciences, Dr. Shanta Datta. Listen in.
Why is it that the number of tests being conducted in West Bengal is so low?
That is also should be the answer should be given by the state health, because the number of the tests or the number of the patients or the contacts, whoever the samples will be sent for testing is determined by the state government. So if they send more, we are able to do the more number of tests. I think the sample collection is not as per recommendation, so the number of the tests are also being done less.
All right, that conversation has been brought to us by Indrajit. Kundu Indrajit is now joining me on the phone line. Indrajit, that's an important comment coming in, because if the testing are not done, results are not out, there would be a mismatch in the tally. That was a controversy earlier as well. What precisely did this doctor also tell you?
Well, NICED, or the National Institute of Cholera and Enteric Diseases, is the nodal body where all testing kits by ICMR are being sent to Eastern India. And from there, the testing kits are being dispersed to various other locations within West Bengal and also in Odisha and other places. What the NICED director tells us is that NICED was the only testing laboratory where COVID-19 samples were being tested over the past 2 weeks. They have enough test kits. They say that there are more than 40,000 test kits were sent to them. So far, at present, they have more than 27,000 test kits in West Bengal. NICED itself has it. However, what the government of West Bengal data shows us, the medical bulletin that was released last night shows us that 2,523 tests have been conducted so far. All medical experts, virologists, they have been continuously stating that this is not enough tests is being conducted by West Bengal, which has a massive population density. The testing should be conducted at a much more higher level. It should be scaled up. And therefore, what we are seeing is that West Bengal at present only has 95 active COVID positive cases. Many have been surprised, experts have been surprised as to how with such a population density, there have been a few numbers of COVID positive cases. What we are given to understand at this point is that testing has been far less in number. What is more important and significant is that NICED by ICMR, which has been the nodal agency where all the testing has been done for the past 2 weeks, now it is claiming that in recent times, number of samples being sent to it.
So clearly this is something, Indrajit, what you're telling us is very crucial. Testing has to be increased for it to even be contained later. Testing is clearly the first step. Indrajit, keep tracking the details on that. Thank you very much for now. As coronavirus cases in Delhi cross the 1,000 mark, now 43 hotspots are sealed in national capital Delhi. The Delhi government has launched a massive sanitization drive across all containment areas and hotspots. 85 fresh cases, 5 deaths have been reported in past 24 hours. A sub-inspector posted at AIIMS Trauma Center tested positive for the deadly virus. The inspector is currently undergoing treatment and his family members have been quarantined. Even 22 police personnel who were working with the infected cop at the Safdarjung police station quarantined as well. All right, now in fact, in the second official communication to the West Bengal government in the controversy that continues within 3 days, the Ministry of Home Affairs has pulled up the Mamata government for violation of lockdown in several parts of the state. The letter penned by Deputy Secretary to the Centre, Srinivasu K, mentions that crowding of people was observed at shops selling essential and non-essential commodities in Siliguri. The letter also pointed out that lockdown was violated at some mosques in Murshidabad district. Centre has directed the Bengal administration to ensure such incidents do not take place in the future. Meanwhile, even the governor of the state, Jagdeep Dhankar, also appealing to Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee to adhere to the wording and even hold officials accountable for lapses. Manogya Loiwal joining me live on this. So Manogya, one, there is an issue of testing the samples that is emerging. Then on other, it is lapses as well. So how will the government really contain the spread if there is no clarity on the data, and plus there are lapses already taking place in the state?
Well, in a very stern communication from the Ministry of Home Affairs, it's absolutely clearly mentioned that there shouldn't be any kind of loose ends in the entire lockdown, and that's the reason why the government of West Bengal has been also asked, both the Chief Secretary and the DGP, to ensure that all the norms are followed. And now with the governor also tweeting and taking it a step forward, stating that all those who are at fault for whatever has happened should be taken to task and punishment should be their heads should start rolling. That hasn't happened. In fact, there was a very interesting case in West Bengal where one of the officials whose son had returned from UK had tested positive and had travelled up to even the Secretariat building Nabanna, and that's the reason why even there has been a lot of questions being several questions that have been raised in past few days. Precisely, also there have been recent communication from various doctors in private sectors on what has been happening, raising and flagging the issue of all not being well in Bengal.
Manogya, keep tracking all the latest. So now letters also being written and therefore some lapses also being observed. However, the administration says they are taking all measures. Now from Bengal, moving on to national capital Delhi. Coronavirus cases in Delhi crossed the 1,000 mark. 43 hotspots are sealed. Delhi government launching a massive sanitization drive across all the containment areas and hotspots. 85 fresh cases, 5 deaths also have been reported in past 24 hours. A sub-inspector posted at AIMS Trauma Center tested positive. Now, what has happened is while the inspector is currently undergoing treatment, his family members have been quarantined. Also, 22 police personnel who were working with the infected cop at Safdarjung police station also have been quarantined.
लोग कुछ न कुछ बहाना लेकर के वो लॉकडाउन तोड़ने की कोशिश करते हैं। जैसे अगर मूवमेंट ज़रूरी भी नहीं है लेकिन तो भी वो बाहर जाना चाहते हैं, कुछ बहाना लगाते हैं, उनको प्रोसिक्यूट किया जाता है। वे इस बात को नहीं समझते कि अगर लॉकडाउन ठीक तरह से इम्प्लीमेंट होगा तो ये जो रोग है, ये वायरस है, ये स्प्रेड इसका कम होगा और अंततः लॉकडाउन जल्दी से ख़त्म किया जा सकता है। हमारे जो ऑफिसर्स जो बहुत मेहनत करते हैं, आपने कहा कि डॉक्टर्स और पुलिस हर हालत में उनको बाहर निकलना होगा, वो अपने को आइसोलेट नहीं कर सकते। तो हमारे पुलिस ऑफिसर्स, मैंने देखा है कि कुछ ऑफिसर्स को कोरोना पॉजिटिव वो भी उनको भी हो गया है। तो किस प्रकार से काम करें और कोरोना से बचे भी, ये एक चुनौती हमारे सामने है।
रेड जोन जो हॉटस्पॉट है सारे रेड हैं। ऑरेंज मान लो जिसमें एक ही केस आ गया तो उसको ऑरेंज करेंगे, 3 या 3 से ज़्यादा आता है तो उसको हॉट करेंगे, और ग्रीन का मतलब जहाँ पे अभी तक कोई केस नहीं है वो ग्रीन। देखिए, बहुत ज़रूरी जो सप्लाई है रोज़मर्रा की, सिर्फ वही अलाउ होगा, बाकी चीज़ों के लिए तो बंद कर दिया जाएगा। मूवमेंट जो है ना, उस इलाके से बाहर जाना या उस इलाके से बाहर के लोगों का अंदर आना बिल्कुल बंद किया जाएगा।
Delhi government begins mass sanitization in the national capital. I am here in New Rajendra Nagar. Right behind me that you see is a Japanese machine provided to the Delhi government under CSR, and such 10 machines made in Japan are being used for the disinfection drive. Remember, the cases have surged in the national capital. There have been more than 20 deaths, and now the government has initiated a mass disinfection drive. And why these Japanese machines are roped in, these images are from New Rajendra Nagar. With the special chemical, the purpose is to disinfect and sanitize the locality, the residential locality where there's a huge population. Now, looking after the cases, the government has decided to divide the city into red and orange zone, and already there are more than 43 hotspots declared, which the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said can further be announced looking at the gravity of those cases. So in those hotspots, these these machines will be utilized for disinfection drive to contain the infection and the outbreak. And why this extendable arms of these machines are helpful, be it the narrow passage or the wide passage. So these arms are going to be very helpful. Why the advanced technology has been roped in the national capital to contain the deadly corona outbreak. In New Delhi with Pawan, this is Ashutosh Mishra reporting for India Today.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.